So, can we talk about just existing for a little bit? And this piece that I wrote that is, I guess, a bit more of a story, like a short story than some of the other pieces, I guess, that I've written. And I wrote this piece about, I don't know, maybe last summer. It was last summer, actually. Not this past one, but the one before that. I started and revisited it, and here it is today. And so I was in a bit of a different place when I wrote that, both physically and mentally. I think I was at the beach when I started writing that, actually, now that I think about it. And I was looking at people passing by and going about their lives, and I was thinking about my perspective versus people around me. And I guess I was really in this space where I felt kind of isolated because of just feeling a bit different in the way that I think and perceive things. And I was around a lot of people at the time, in a public space, and I felt a little sore sitting on those wood chips. Get those my butt and sit on this plastic here. That's a little better. And so I started writing, and I didn't really think too much about it. I just wrote, and this piece was created. And I think that it's still really relevant. I think that most things that are created are still relevant in some way, but this especially. And it's it is just a story, just fiction, but still. And that's kind of what I was going for too at that time. I was dabbling with do I want to write? Do I want to write a book or stories, fiction, and what do I want to do? And I spent a lot of time thinking about what do I want to do. And then I realized that at some point I just have to do and figure out along the way, which is what I've been doing with these pieces each week. And I've kind of come full circle, I guess, to some of the pieces that I've started. Because this week I felt I guess I feel like it's Sunday and I have a piece tomorrow. That is my goal, each Monday and Thursday. And then I was thinking, do I change things up? Do I maybe change my schedule? Do I maybe change the amount of content that I'm producing? And then some part of me just couldn't. And I'm okay, we'll just keep going, find something. And I found this piece, and I guess I'm feeling a lot of slowness right now, and you guys are getting dizzy with this. This is kind of soothing. It's a little motion here. And I'm feeling with this, making myself dizzy, with this slowness that, I don't know, it's really forcing me to choose the things that I really want to have as structures in my life. And I think that is really important, and this piece really helped me to realize is that it's always existence. We always have to find some way to exist, some way to keep going. And for a lot of people, for most people, that looks like just busying yourself with the job, with the family, with going out with friends, with doing these things. And then for some people who just, I don't know, have just some like sick, twisted part of themselves want to just push themselves in every moment to like get more and more uncomfortable and explore more parts of themselves, even when it hurts, even when it's like, oh, we just want to grow and just like, and just can't help it. And that's okay too, but it's like sometimes not even feeling human. It's like, because everyone else around is sure has those same kind of experiences and will watch even like this video and be like, oh, like that's cool, like maybe resonate with some part of something that I say here, or maybe the whole thing. And that's like, you know, that's the dream, that my content will reach people in that way, that it'll reach enough people to find people that will really resonate with it. And the writing piece, like, as I was reflecting too, and I was thinking, like, I definitely feel that I am more of a writer than a speaker, and even like video creator. You can hear as I'm creating this video, which is cool. Like, I like having these, and now that I say that, actually, like, sometimes I don't want to write. Like this week, I was like, I don't want to write, but I'll make a video. So I don't know, actually, I don't know if that's even true, what I just said, and that might not be so true. And this is where it gets so difficult, is it's like, how do I exist? Because the things that I think are true about myself, I follow those things for a while, and then it seems like those things maybe aren't true about myself anymore, and then I look at a different part, and then things change, and then I'm like, okay, well, how do I keep up with myself? And it's really difficult. It's really difficult to just exist. And I think that when we acknowledge that it becomes just a little bit easier, because it's not like we have to shame ourselves when we struggle, and it's like, oh man, I'm having a hard time right now, man, I'm having a hard time just keeping up, just getting up and going to work every day and doing these things every day, and I shouldn't, because that's not like the thing that's normal, that's what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, no, that is normal, that is like the human experience. And I think that existence would be a whole lot easier if we're just a little kinder to ourselves, and if we just acknowledge these struggles, and that, you know, we are limited and we are limitless. We are limited in the sense that we can only do so much in a given time, a given day. We need rest, we need, you know, food, we need sleep, we need these things. We are limitless in the sense that we can do more than we give ourselves credit for. We can do more than what's already done. We can reach within ourselves and create new things. We can push ourselves to limits, limitless limits. We can push ourselves beyond what we can currently do. And it's that balance between knowing our limits, but also realizing how limitless we are in other regards. And I think that's why just like existence is tough, because there's so many paradoxes like that. And that's why in my course that I'm developing right now, Resilience and Resistance, this is like the theme throughout is balance and these paradoxes. And it's taking me a really, really, really long time to write and to get going. But my goal is to have the first part out this year. And yeah, and it's been like a year in the making, and it's because I've really been, is that a spider? That totally was a spider. Okay. But yeah, it's just been like this process of like, how can I push myself to to do more, to grow, to learn, to expand, but also how can I respect when I need that rest and when I am at my limit, and those 2 points within just existing on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, I think that's where I am now with this piece, and then as opposed to like where I was before when I wrote this piece about like the story. And I think that moving forward, like I've been doing, I'm going to continue to write and to leave myself open to, like I've been doing, having the, times and like structures for creation, but really just kind of creating anything that wants to come out. And it's really cool because it's really freeing and really like also pushing. It's like that that limit, that like structure, and then that flow, which if you've followed me for a while, you know that is like the thing that I've focused on. It's like, how do I have structure? How do I have flow? How do I balance? How do I balance my life? And I'm going to leave you guys there. And we will meet again on Thursday. This is Monday, Thursday, with another piece. And make sure, the blog, that's down below. And let me know, comments, anything you want to share. Otherwise, I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye, guys.